Hey yo, what's up?
Was good with it, y'all. Y'all tuned into the session live. You know how we do every week, man. We bring that heat, the headlines, the heartbeat of the culture. You know how we get down, right?
Yeah, man. And tonight, hey, we got a stacked lineup for show. Man, Bad Bunny is shaking the city, putting Puerto Rico on the map, man, in a whole new way, right? We gonna see
Right.
what that means for artists worldwide for show.
Yeah, sounds good, man. But we're gonna go ahead and dive into also talking about some Joey Badass, discussing his views on 2025. You know what I'm saying, the year of hip hop, which I think is kind of interesting, especially everything that's been going on. And we
Yep.
looking at a new golden era of just a new golden era, or is it just something like more just nostalgic type going on? But we'll
Yeah,
find
yeah, for sure. Plus the one and only 50 Cent. He's at it again. But this time, is it a genius move or a dangerous for hip hop's future, man? I don't know.
we'll
We'll
find
see.
out. We'll find out.
No,
Yeah, 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 yeah. Whoa. Alright, we need to break the show right now. The dog has gone bad.
Welcome back, y'all. Where's he at? Where's he at? Where's he at? Where's he at? There you go. See, it's always something, bro. It's always something. It's always something. But anyhow, man, welcome back. Things of the session live on. Things of that session. The session live on things of that nature, right? We could do all of that. Smoke them if you got them. Smoke them if you got them. You muted, my guy. So anyway, bro, Doc Madness,
my bad.
those night we gonna get another heavy show on deck, breaking down the stories, that's showing the culture and the sound and everything that's going and vibrating and keeping us all in tune to the, you know what I'm saying, the TV and also what you playing. So we're gonna get into all of that.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. That's right, man. Y'all know who I am, Chef D, Left Coast Kings, thing, Uno, all that good shit, right? We cooking up some heat tonight, man. So Bad Bunny skips touring the US,
Yeah,
bro. What's
yeah,
Joey
yeah.
Badass? He's calling 2025 the best rap year of the decade. 50
Mm,
Cent is using AI. What? To
yeah,
remix
facts.
his own classics, right?
Or
And then we're gonna finish it off with some new music, man. We're gonna check out what's popping and what's cracking and all the week's hottest drops for show.
man, sounds good. Player Plus, we also dropping gems like we always do, man, talking about where the industry's headed and have some fun during the journey. So let's get ready to dive in. But just before we do, we got to shout out the entire Things of That Nature network, man. Check out what we got to offer, y'all.
Tapped into things of that nature, where we blend beats, bites, bold talk, and that elevated mindset. It's one of your hosts with the most, Cal Grizzly, the chef most of the time. Chef D, Left Coast Kings, thing Uno, you dig it? And I'm about to plug the segments that keep the show flavorful and full of truth. First up, Session, all things music. From underground heat to mainstream moves, we break down what slaps, what's slept on, and what's shaping the sound of the culture. If it's got soul, we listening. Next, we're whipping up that dope. We're putting something good in your belly. Our culinary corner where flavor meets storytelling. Whether it's a backyard banger or a gourmet twist, we talking recipes, rituals, and the roots behind the plate. Then we get raw with unfiltered combos. No script, no filters, just real talk. We dive into the uncomfortable, the hilarious, and the necessary. If it's on your mind, we're expressing it. Now let's elevate with Stone Not Stupid. Our 420 segment that's all about conscious cannabis culture. We're breaking stigmas, sharing stories, and keeping it smart while staying lit. Inside of that, we've got Strain of the Day, today's featured flower, with flavor notes, effects, and the vibe it brings. Whether you're sparking up or just curious, we got the rundown. And if you're wondering what's in rotation, we've got what's in your playlist. A curated drop of what we're vibing to right now. Tap in, add it to yours. Let the music move. Now, every Wednesday at 1 p.m., we go live. Sports Talk, baby. Breaking down the plays, the players, and the pulse of the game. From the battlefield to locker room drama, we keep it sharp and spicy. And don't sleep on the session live. Every Sunday, 9 p.m., we go uncut with live music, talk, guest drops, and real time reaction. It's the heartbeat of the culture, y'all, and you invited. That's the lineup. Each segment has its own flavor. Put together, though, man, it's a full dish. So stay tuned, stay curious, stay tapped in. It's things of that nature, and you owe it to yourself. Yep. We back. Back
Back,
again.
back again, like we always do about this time, y'all. We about to go ahead and dive in and get started with this session, man. Powered by Sweatshop Recordings, Demolition Men Productions, Left Coast Kings, DRS Industries, Think Graphics, and all the dedicated thinksters worldwide, man. Thanks to y'all, man. Say all the hard work pays off. Everybody that's tapped in, salute. We love you. Keep doing what you do. Spread the word, man, because it's a lot of hard work that goes behind this, even though we don't make it look like that, but it is, man. So stay tapped
More than you
in.
know. More than you know.
That part, right? All right, man. So let's go ahead and let's get started with this. Before we do, though, couldn't talk about music, man, without mentioning the loss of an innovative, iconic figure in R&B this past week, D'Angelo. Man, he was an
Yeah,
architect and what has been known to come as labeled neo soul. So, man, the dude passed away at a young age of 51. And may your music resonate and continue to resonate with the world, man. Thank you for all that you did, man. And I
respect.
know there's others out there, but like, what I'm saying, you can leave that in the comments or whatever, man. This is our show. All right, so let's proceed, man. Let's go do the Bad Bunny thing, right, man? Like you said, bro,
Mhm.
touring in the US, right? So let's go ahead and just kind of like look over this real quick. Bad Bunny, he chose not to tour in the US. And what's the reason for that? Is because citing fear of ICE being present at the concerts, right? That's crazy. And this isn't really something that's recent. It's still ongoing, but this actually
Yeah.
started to happen about a month or so ago. And all of this is taking place. And I just thought it was a good time to bring it up, man, because it's funny when you see the timeline of events that happened, man, because he chose to bypass coming out here. And this was back in like going into early, maybe like late August into September, right? So I don't know when they reached out to him
Okay.
about the Super Bowl. I don't know if it was prior to that or if it was after that, but I believe it was after.
Okay.
'Cause, what I'm saying? I think they reach out to you and enough time for you to prepare. So what I'm saying, I'm thinking like, okay, by then he would have definitely already, um, what I'm saying, had at least an idea possibly. But before we do, man, I know my man just went ahead and dropped that comment on the screen, but it's been in the links in the section. So if you guys want to join in, tap in, what I'm saying, we'd love to hear y'all and bring y'all wisdom to the actual session. But
Yeah.
yeah, he chose to perform 30 shows in Puerto Rico instead, bro, which I thought was fabulous when I started reading this and bringing it all together and wrapping it around, man. Put hundreds of $1 million into the local tourism.
That's what's up.
And of course, you know what happens, right? Who's not going to let that happen? You already know.
You already know.
It's the Department of Homeland Security. They started a fire back and claiming that it's fear mongering, sparking debate over safety and government's trust. Well, that raises our question,
Duh.
my guy, because it does, right? It does.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. This is the timeline of events that happen. So if that's what they were saying then, and then they went ahead and said, hey, we're going to send them to the Super Bowl. So it's kind of like, wow, right? So it raises the question, will more artists start to think like that and skip US tours due to the immigration and the political tension? So you see how they keep this monstrosity going of
Yeah.
stress in music. There's always something, man, and I wish they get their hands out of it, but you know what I'm saying. So let's
Yeah,
go
bro.
ahead and
That's the big issue. The government got their hands
right,
in
bro, and they try to
way
do
too
too
many
much.
things like
Yeah,
that have nothing to do with politics or governing anything. Like
right.
it's the one of the biggest events in the world,
Mhm.
you know.
Yeah.
Them bringing a international sensation into the picture only generates more money for these bazillionaires, right? These
Right.
motherfuckers got enough money as it is, but it's bringing in even more money.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got the NFL doing their overseas games.
Mm-hmm.
That's bringing it the sport to eyes of people who either didn't know nothing about it, didn't get to see it enough, and now
Right.
they can. Like, come on, bro. And why does the government care? They like why is it's none of your business? You don't have anything to do with that.
Yeah.
Well,
And it's funny because
well, they do, but I'm just saying,
and not
they
only that, but
always
it's really funny because when you start to look at a lot of the comments, people are really in support of that and all of this going on. So that's what's kind of interesting and made me really think about bringing things to the forefront, my dude, to be like, hey, um, it's not. I don't think it's the right stage. I get what they're saying. I just don't think it's the right stage to do it. You know what I mean?
it's
Like I
bro.
like that's a sporting event. That's a
Exactly.
gathering. That's this. That's that. Right? If you're gonna do it, then how come you're not doing it on a bigger, broader, or a more
Well,
focused scale? You're just throwing a net out there and hoping that people come. So now
hoping
you
you
got
catch somebody slipping. Like
yeah,
that's what
and then
that
you
is.
got all types of people because how do you
How
focus
do you
in on
differentiate who's
yeah
who and what's what?
right?
And like
Because
that
when you see
doesn't
a
make
lot
any
of these
sense, bro.
videos, a lot of these dudes aren't always like you said before. We thought it was just you're looking at people that look like they ain't from here, whatever that may be. I'm not saying that it's all in a color thing, right? It's a anybody that's supposed to be foreign, but they're pulling over people that's looking like you and I and stopping us. And that I mean, there was a postal worker, my guy, and I'm not gonna get in. That's for a whole nother segment, but there was a postal worker doing his job, half of the uniform. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't. It's as long as you got pieces, right? It's not
Yeah.
required, right? He had half of the uniform, so he had the shorts on, whatever, da da da. But had his everything else carrying the mail bag, and they stopped him, and he thought it was a joke. So they were like, "Nah." He pulled everything out. He said, "Man, it got to the point to them having to. They started to call in and say we have somebody impersonating this." And so he was
Bro,
like, that's when he started being like, "Man, this is serious." So I
bro.
say that to say, how you gonna
Majority
do?
of the postal workers that I see are not in any type of uniform, bro.
Right,
But they're
right,
driving these mail trucks, and that's that. And it's kind of common sense that if somebody's in the mail truck and they're putting mail in it and
right.
not taking mail out of it, you freaking
And that's what he was
morons.
saying. He was like, "Look, man, I got all." He's like, "There's nothing in this bag." He said, "There's nothing illegal in this bag except for," he said, what did he say? He said, "It's bills and advertisements." He said, "That's it." He said, "You want to see it?" The dude. He's like,
Yeah.
I was like, "That's crazy, bro."
Like
Like, I'm sorry.
it's a
I
license to harass anybody
and
and bully people because you already know they fuck nuts behind them badges, bunch of cowards anyway.
but
But
also think about this. Somebody mentioned in the comments about this, right? And this made a lot of sense. The people that attend the Super Bowl, they got money, bro.
brand.
So I guarantee
That's
you a
just
lot
not
of
cheap,
those
dog.
individuals, yeah, those a lot of those
Not
individuals
cheap.
ain't the people that they're looking for. You see what I'm saying? Like that's like they're not gonna blow that. Those people are sending that type of money home. But anyhow, let's go ahead and proceed.
Exactly.
Yeah, let's get back on this, man. Um, it's basically, man, what you got to think about in this whole thing. What's funny is that it's one of the biggest stars in the world, and he's saying no to bring that to the U.S. and did 30 nights in Puerto Rico, and people calling it one of the boldest industry moves in music business in modern music, I should say. So, you know, that's kind of crazy to think about, bro. And then they offer, this person is coming to a stage, which is the biggest stage in the world.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't calling him calling him misinformed and all this stuff, man. Just come on, bro.
Mhm.
If fans and communities feel unsafe, bro, what the
Yeah,
fear doesn't come from nowhere, right?
they're
The-
putting the fear in.
yeah. And these and you talking about you got these funky ice commercials talking about capture the bad guys.
Right.
Well, most people that are going to football games, bro, they're not. No one's there to commit a crime. No one's there to like. There's people bust their ass to go to an event like that, especially if they don't have the bread. You know what I mean? And it's come on, come on. Why are you wasting your time staking out a football event to catch some people? Like,
Right.
it's- come on,
Well,
man.
our
It's a
money
waste of. It's a
used.
misappropriation of funds from the
Right.
government to even fund these people. ICE, come on, ICE agent, and catch the criminals. Motherfucker, the criminals are the government.
Right.
Let's
Right.
keep it a thou wow. And why are you trying to destroy something that brings people together, which is music? Like, bro, come on.
Yeah, that's
Come
crazy.
on. It's bad enough you the agenda with, hip hop, so-called gangster rap, which it was never labeled that by us hip hoppers. It was labeled that by the media and the
Right.
government for other reasons.
Hmm.
Um, it's man,
Yeah.
why?
Well,
Why
because
is it
their agenda, and
good?
that's something that we have. But once again, as much as I get why or understand their purpose and what they're going with it, is why you bringing that to sports, man. Like this is
Exactly.
this is this is a lot of people like to go to sports as a getaway, just like people use music as a
Yeah,
therapeutic thing. You're
yeah.
taking
You
both of
kind of
those
get away
and
from the
those into
monotony and the nonsense. Hang out with some people that that you guys got something in common, right?
right,
Even if they're the opposing team fan, it's still you have something in common, which is a
right.
sport that you guys all love, and you come together and you
Mhm.
have your fun, and then you go home, and it's back to the bullshit, right? After the
Right,
game is over. So it's
right.
like, why are you trying to take away a precious moment or memory from people and families because you worried about American citizen from Puerto Rico? Puerto Ricans are American citizens. Newsflash.
Right.
All you people who
I wonder if it was any other
can't look at
artist.
a map or nothing and read good, like.
If there was any other artist performing, I wonder if they would be doing the same thing.
No,
I'm saying, like, I wonder if they
no.
would be posting it up because are they doing this to other um events? I didn't. Were they at the World Series? Are they gonna be at the World?
Yeah.
I didn't hear them
Hey,
posting or talking nothing
they
about the
wouldn't
World
post it up
Series,
there. Yeah,
America's favorite pastime, right?
exactly,
So, um,
exactly.
and this isn't Sports Talk Wednesdays, but it goes hand in hand because this is music. We're talking about Bad Bunny. For those that didn't know, I'm sure if you didn't know, you're hiding under a rock. Um, because it's probably one of the biggest water cooler talks. It's getting as testy of conversations with individuals that talk politics because it really is having to do with moral politics.
Yeah,
So it's one of those things. But I think what's very important for us to realize is that we I'm gonna leave it for another discussion on that. I'll bring it back to just this, but I just think that it's interesting because here's an interesting fact that came up. Um, I think there's other artists. There's a Korean group called BMAX. They had to cancel U.S. shows. Two
okay.
Set Violin got hit with visa delays. Indie artists are paying thousands to get in legal fees just to perform here, man.
And
So
that's
they're turning this and they're trying look how they're trying to put the mirror and flip it, right?
yeah,
They're trying to say that it's us creating or that's creating fear mongering by speaking about it. But we see commercials, we see we see the acts of the perpetrators that are putting, you know, carrying out this order on how they're treating people, even those that are American citizens. So who's doing the fear mongering? Right.
exactly.
So if that's the case, then leave this be, leave the artist be, and go after the politicians and the political parties and the things of that nature that you can go after. You're
Exactly,
like
man.
that's where this starts to become a big issue, man. So, it's immigration policies and travel rules are a complete mess. They're a complete
Yeah,
mess.
yeah. It's not about headlines, man. It's about access, right? Because touring America used to be a dream, right? Oh,
Right.
well, we want to get to America and tour, right? That's where it
Right.
was at, right?
Hmm.
And America, and now it's a logistical nightmare and shit. Like it's just
Right.
not working out. People don't want to be here because
Hmm.
of the issue. And honestly, you get more love overseas. People appreciate the music and the art form, no matter what genre it is.
Right.
They embrace it. They do their research and they really really get down with it. So this keeps up, bro. Ain't gonna be no states touring. Ain't nobody gonna be.
Nope.
We gonna. I mean, just think. Well, Michael Jackson sold out everywhere, but still,
Right.
just but look at his overseas fan base that he had, bro.
Right. Right.
Like
Yeah.
they was coming out like it was Woodstock just for him. Like they was, you know what I'm saying? People fainting and falling, and like you wasn't gonna get that. You wasn't gonna get it
Right.
on that level in the U.S.
Yeah. You're right.
You know
Yeah.
what
I
I
mean,
mean?
absolutely right, bro.
I mean, shit.
Here's the
DMX when he was overseas, bro. The
bro.
man, like,
He had everybody praying overseas.
bro, he got you praying, crying, and twerking all in the same
All
concert, bro.
same,
Like,
yeah, all in the same out couple of hours, man.
yeah. So I mean,
And,
and
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 you
it's
look
funny because you said it wrong. It was party, twerking, and then pray to
then praying.
repent for all of
Yeah,
that
we're
for
gonna repent
everything.
for all of this we just did. But yeah, and
Right,
and
just
and the impact, like the impact that music has, right?
right,
And you wanna sit here and make people hesitant about pulling up to an event or something because
right.
because of how they look just might get them detained for no damn reason,
I
you
wonder,
know?
I wonder what would happen. How would the Super Bowl, Roger Goodall, and all of them, and Rock
Jay-Z
Nation,
and
if
Rock.
everybody just said, you know what, start boycotting the Super Bowl. Just said, you know what? We're not gonna go, man. Yeah, I get it, but just so you start having empty seats there, that's a big hole.
Yeah.
So
Watch them
something to
ticket
think
if them
about.
ticket sales drop, bro.
Yeah.
Let them
Oh yeah,
ticket
it's gonna
sales
it's
drop and
gonna
see what happens.
affect that bottom line. So
Yeah,
it's
exactly,
definitely something
exactly.
to think about, man. But here's the kicker, bro. Here's the kicker. When artists stop coming here, we lose culture.
Yeah.
We lose the global exchange with the economy, with the currency and all of that stuff. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? This ain't just about concerts. It's about more of a connection. It's about um, showing that we can all come together in unity over something and leave the bullshit that they're bringing into it. Dude, how many
Exactly.
times have we seen music bring
That's the
unity? How
problem. They
many
don't
times
want the
have we
unity.
seen
That's why they
music
doing it.
bring unity? So these two major, you're right. You're right. I mean, these two major things, and since this is a music platform, segment right here, it's just like that's crazy. It's like you want to go ahead and see these artists go elsewhere and build empires. That's power. Like when you say, "Hey, you know what Bad Bunny did? He basically gave two middle fingers to them to, and guess what? We went back and said, oh, and they're still allowing him to perform because they already said he's not being canceled.
Yeah.
You know what
They're
I mean?
not gonna bro,
So
the
in
NFL
real
is not
time,
gonna
we
miss out
just
on that
watched.
money draw. That
Yeah.
money, that bag ain't even a bag, bro. It's like a C5 full of shit. You feel me? Like,
Now what would it be? Because they don't get paid. Like if y'all don't know these artists that go and perform at the Super Bowl and do this big ass show for everybody at 14 to 17 minutes long, whatever the hell it may be, right? They give you a little mini concert and they don't get paid for it. Yes, there's other perks that come with it, but I just wonder, since I'm not getting paid for it, what if Bad Bunny's just decided to say, I got sick, I can't make it at the last minute? I would love. Hey, he's already giving the middle finger to him. He's already like, "Hey, fuck y'all, bro.
coming to
Like,
the
I'm not even bringing
stage,
my
Bad
tour out that way."
Bunny. What I
Yeah,
mean,
see,
man, oh
yeah,
shit.
exactly. So let's
Bruh.
talk right, Bad Bunny. Right now, you got the power.
He got the
You
yeah, yeah.
Bad Bunny.
Yeah, he's got
Don't
all the
let
power
them,
right
you know what
now.
I'm saying? I am standing behind that. Somebody
He's got all
stand
the
up.
power, bro.
And I'm sure if he did, he's gonna get a lot of support.
Oh yeah.
A
Oh
lot
yeah.
of support.
Oh yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yeah.
anyhow, it's not that type of show, but since Bad Bunny once again is the artist, man, I just think it's something funny to think about on how they reached out to have him perform on a world stage, and they have this type of issue going on. I
Yeah.
just don't trust it, bro. I just don't trust it. But
Hell no.
like I said, we just came up with something that I think is pretty unique and maybe not thought about. And if he just decided to go ahead and pull the plug and not go, you ain't paying me anyway. You can't. What can they do to him? Something to think.
Nothing.
Something to think about.
Nothing.
Yep.
Nothing. He's still gonna get them sales, them spins.
Right. It's gonna increase.
WWE gonna call him because he already done over there and dabbled with them and wrestled and everything. He
Bro,
done
you know
did matches and
so much.
everything with him, bro.
I done
Perform.
read so many things that he's been a part of,
Yeah, bro.
and
Like he
like,
got
bro,
out there and
he's
put his body on
he's
the line, bro. He ain't no big dude.
nah.
He,
I
he
know,
ain't no big dude. He doing backflips and shit off the top, bro. I was
bro.
like, oh, this motherfucker really putting it in. Like he was for real. Like he went all in with the shit. I was like, okay, respect,
Right,
bro. Because
right.
you hit me with a kendo stick, man. I'm gonna
I got something for
double
that.
back on your ass.
Yeah, we gotta,
Be a
we'd have to
problem.
talk after the show. Hey, homie.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Uh,
man. So we're gonna go ahead and move right along, man, to the next topic at hand,
yeah.
and that is Mr. Joey Badass declares 2025 the best year for hip hop. Um,
I was gonna boo him just because, but I'm not. For
yeah,
real
you
though.
should, man. Hell yeah, bro. Kevin Ali on his ass. You know what I'm saying?
Joey
Shout out,
badass,
yeah,
pip
shout out
squeak.
to Kevin Ali. We stand with that. Stand.
Yeah, we riding for the West. You already know.
Yeah, you already know it, right? But yeah, that what he's saying, it points to some strong albums. Um, Clips, you know what I'm saying? Larry June, West Side Gun, you know what I'm saying? Pusha T, there's plenty
Yeah,
more that on that list that came out that had a nice run in
yeah,
2025.
yeah,
I don't know
yeah,
what the numbers game is, but still,
yeah,
his
yeah.
his project, Lonely at the Top, dropped this year as well. Got positive fan reaction and some modest sales. I don't know how they gauge that now. What would they consider as modest sales? But that was a quote
Yeah.
unquote. So I went ahead and put that in the notes. But yeah, but canceled tours due to his mental health, and it was not about the ticket sales, even though he did confirmed that they weren't selling the way they should be selling, citing exhaustion and family priorities came first. So
I
interesting.
mean, for sure. So
Hmm,
let's get into it, right? Now he says, Joey Badass says that 2025, the best rap year of the decade. That's a bold claim, right?
right?
But when you list the projects, you can kind of see his point, right? Like you
Mhm.
said, you know, he mentioned shit, Clips, Gibbs, Alchemist, JID. I like that
Mhm.
motherfucker.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I like that motherfucker. Yeah, when I first I was like, who was that? Yeah, Larry June, Pusha T, I mean, Malice, like that
Right.
Clips album
Yeah.
was real good. Uh,
Right.
so lyrically, it's a strong lineup, you could say, I guess, since the mid 2010s is what he's claiming. Uh,
Hmm.
you know,
Right. Right.
but he didn't bring up his own album though.
Yeah. I think what
I
he's
mean,
trying
is
to
that being just like is that him being modest or
I don't know because I don't know if you can put him and Modest in the same sentence after the shit that he
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm,
and even
yeah,
though he wasn't dissing in his eyes, he wasn't dissing.
yeah,
But when you say if I say another channel, YouTube channel gets enough D-licking, too much
yeah.
D-licking, what do you think that means?
What are
I'm
you
focused on what,
insinuating? Like that's not, you know?
but also I'm focused on what they talking about and what they doing, right? Like I was talking to Effects the other day, and I was like, man, even the haters love what you do. It's
Yeah.
just they don't. It's not being put in front of the world, right? So eventually, it's going to get to that, and where he's at and where they're at, what I'm saying, on a bigger, broader scale. I believe that that's really what is his intent was to stay relative. So I don't think there was malice or anything behind it. So I see his intent when he says that. But
Yeah.
once again, how do you take that? If I be like, "Hey, homie, where you from?" You gonna automatically assume what?
I don't that you claiming somewhere.
Right, that I'm
My
acting.
thing, I've been like, I don't bang.
Right, right.
I
So
don't bang. I
that's
am the
that's
gang nigga. What's that? Left
and I
coast.
could be, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. So there's the insinuation behind what people say. So
Yeah,
anyhow,
yeah.
Joey badass, you know what I'm saying? It gets real, man. It
Pip
does.
Squeak.
It does.
Call that nigga by his name. Kevin Ali he names you Pip Squeak. Yeah. Show me badass, Mr. Pip Squeak. Yeah.
Didn't even bring up his own album, right? But maybe that's authenticity over analytics. But we'll see, right?
Could be,
The
could be.
man's transparency does deserve some respect. I would say that. He canceled his tours, like you said, you know what I'm saying, for mental health and so forth. That's real talk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
putting it out there. And he did mention um that there wasn't enough in the business for him right now. Like that the ticket sales weren't there. So all of that, it also makes you realize that he's not just so superficial in his own world. Like
yeah,
he
yeah.
is down to earth enough to be like, damn man, I got this. I believe his child is 6 months, 5 or 6
Okay.
months old. He has a child.
Yeah,
And you know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, bro, I salute that. That should be a priority. And note to a lot of the artists out there, because you hear about this a lot, as well
yeah.
as people in acting and other career sports, where they're not there to see their children's first steps a lot. They're not there to embellish to the raising that normally comes from a lot of the family and the supporters that are around them. So
Yeah,
him to realize that and say that, you know what I'm saying, it does put things into a different perspective.
yeah,
If it's not a facade, if it's not covering the fact that the ticket sales are not there, if you know what I'm saying, so I we can only take it for face value, just like enough West Coast D licking. We take it for face value, right? So you can't do one without the other, my guy.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, shit. You know, being an artist, man, is not easy.
So
You know,
stand.
you got. I mean, you dealing with family. You know, touring ain't no joke, bro. You from city to city. You know, as soon as you get off the stage, you on the bus or somewhere heading to the next spot. You know what I mean? So stuff like that, man. It's not just rock star glam. It's pressure. You got to be able to perform. Making sure
Yeah,
you keep your voice for the next, up teen days. You got to be, you out there getting it. So
you're
yeah,
right,
man.
man.
So
There's a lot of times people do skip tour certain cities because
yeah,
of that reason right then
they
and
got to
there, man.
rest. They got sick, lost the
Mm,
voice. The bag
right,
ain't always worth the burnout, man. Sometimes. So
right, right.
if you're smart enough to recognize that, I'll give him props on that because at least he was man enough to recognize that he had some mental health issues. Because a lot
Right.
of people just throw that shit on the back burner and just try to keep I'm gonna push through it, and it's like, nah, you need to
Yep.
address it because
Yep.
it's gonna affect you in the long run, right? So at least
Especially in that industry, man. You know,
yeah,
it
definitely,
that
because
and sports once again, because
sport,
you're portraying a tough guy role all the
yeah,
time.
all
You
the
got to
time,
live in character, unless you're just one of the artists that are like one of the different artists that aren't doing that. You know,
yeah.
that's the norm now, right? But
Everybody's a
um,
killer, man.
everybody a killer. Everybody's until they get that gavel, that slap, and tell them how many, right?
Yeah,
Everybody's big tough guy. But
sure.
neither here or there. It's just I just think it's in that business we don't hear it enough. You know what I'm saying? If we're talking the rap energy once again in 2025 of what he's saying is one of the best eras time in the era, basically it feels like it's balanced again. We got lyricism, experimentation, and the OGs are dropping now and coming back out, which we all been noticing, and that sound is kind of like going right back into that older, let's look for it, we like that. It's not so
Yeah,
much 808 driven, it's more grooves and back into boom bap and things of that nature that's coming back where
yeah,
before people were looking kind of down and frowning on it and thinking of pushing it to the side. um I think it's a new wave that's going with all of this that's happening, right? So Joey might be right. He might be right because of the
Yeah.
way things are all coming together, and it's osmosis right now, right? It's all fusing together almost at the perfect time. But it's because it's necessary. Because why? People stop wanting to just gravitate to that. So it's not by it being the gray area. It's because I think it's they're bringing it back all up because it has to, man. It has to, right? And I'm in that mix. I'm in that mix. You know what I'm saying? I'm dropping with my latest single on my own. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of which, always promo. You know what I'm saying? On my
Oh,
own latest video, man. Don't forget to go ahead and download it and get the free chapters only from sweatshoprecordings.com from the audio book by design by Doc Madness. And that goes along with the project that ain't even fully out yet. So you can kind of like see this building this universe, man. But go check it out at Sweatshop Recordings. But yeah, man, I feel this way, and I'm gonna end it on this though about Joey Badass. Um, Hopefully, bro, you get your shit in order, whatever it is that you're going through. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm not telling you to, you know what I mean? But if it's really you felt like you weren't mentally there and you had to step away from it, I salute that. But when
yeah.
you are mentally ready, we got it ready for you too, bro. That W, that West is ready for you. I see something flash
Oh,
up there.
yeah, yeah. Just want to make sure something about
What comes around goes around.
history
History
repeats itself.
stuff. You're right about that. Salute
Yeah,
that. And we seeing a lot of that coming back around right now. So
yeah.
speaking of which, you know, we're gonna go ahead and take a quick break, man. Smoke them if you got them, light them, take a drink, step away, but we'll be right back. OT sale.
I'm a grown man, talking everything I do. Glass tip, the blunt ain't sipping on the Fresca too. DMP's the crew, LA Clipper hat and hoodie too. Double SR since day one, my whole catalog's the proof. Been doing what I wanna do, rock what I want to. Stop that I won't do, pop back on Pro Tools. Body in the paint, NBA like it old school. Pomona bread, north side of jumping out the old school. On D's with B's and C's, OGs roll through. R.I.P. Big Steve and my dukes, I'm missing love you. My little twos turned into foes, watching my every move. Swerving in and out of them lanes, making them Cali moves.
Yeah. Uh, that's how it rolls. That's how it rolls. We gotta love it, man. Y'all gotta love it. This is what we
Yo,
do on things of that nature, man. Welcome back, y'all.
yeah,
Let's
yeah.
see. Let's see. What we gonna go move to next? The 50 Cent headline using AI. Now you know this one is right in my damn lap right here, bro. When I see this, I had to stop and I was like, definitely promote the bread. That's right. That's
You
right.
know it.
Um, we definitely, bro, is gonna talk about this 50 Cent shit, bro. With him using AI to remix his own stuff. So I thought it was other people doing it. This dude, man, bro, I love the way he think. I thought it was other people when I was listening to the stuff that was going on. I was like, damn, okay, whatever. But it's actually, I don't know if it's him saying it and somebody else doing it because you know he don't go get his own gas, he don't drive
Yeah,
himself, you know, all that stuff, right?
yeah, yeah.
So but yeah, like his own classics like 21 Questions and God's what was it, God Gave Me Style, things of those natures that I was like, hey bro, Many Men. I was like, bro, these are they actually kind of make had a good sound to him, bro. But he's turning them into 1960 Motown inspired versions. Fans are going wild, man. 50 got a well, he's got like 35 million followers. I think it's something like that on
Crazy.
IG.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So he's not
Why
fighting
it's
AI.
going this way?
He's not fighting AI. He's actually
Nah, he's
adapting to
embracing
it. Yeah, he's embracing it fully, man. And we already know on this channel, if you've been a listener for a while, that we try to bring as much information to the AI, especially musically in this part of it. And we get a lot of people that are kind of like split down the middle. Either they haven't really messed with it or they've heard, you know, basically the speculation of the thing. So critics are saying that he's fueling the AI debate in music, but 50 calls it an expansion. Right. So you gotta love 50, man. He's always ahead of the curve. He took his hits, he fed them through an AI platform, turned them into old school records, and dropped them online. The internet lost its mind, bro.
Yeah,
That's
that's
crazy.
what's crazy is they do sound fire though, cause I heard one. I think I
Hmm.
sent one to you,
You did.
and
Yep.
I was like, "Damn, that kind of." I was like, "That's not bad at all." Like,
At all, bro.
you know what I'm saying? So I mean, 50 said, "If I can't beat him, if I can't beat AI, I'm gonna build with it, right?"
Hmm.
And that's game, bro. Some artists are scared of it, and he's using it. Like, I mean, when 50 get on board with something, you might want to hop on because
Yeah.
he tends to know when the wave is coming, right?
Right.
Like
Right.
whatever he got, whatever he knows the pulse. He can
Hmm.
feel it. He know what's going on. He know how to market. Like,
Yeah. That's true, man. It's very much true, bro. The dude, he
yeah,
he has a way about his thought process. If you've
yeah,
ever heard his interviews, bro, his thought process is he's thinking so far ahead, man. He's already thinking the longevity game. He might everything all his plays right now is just to set that long ball up. That's all, man.
hmm,
Those
yeah,
remixes, it reached people who may have never heard of his originals. Just think about that. That's what I was telling with doing, this AI's Gone Mad project, right? And it's kind of like this happens a lot where people beat you to kind of like ideas that you have because they have access to everything.
hmm,
You know what I mean? And you have
yep,
to go a slower, longer route because you got to kind of
yep,
like, you know what I'm saying? But I believe that in that whole sense of what he has going on, man, he's literally bridging generations with tech, with the whole tech industry. I think
yeah,
it's fabulous.
yeah, yeah, yeah. He's but where's the line?
That part. Yeah.
Right? If AI, recreates a voice or changes style, who owns it? Like you're
Well,
stepping in some
that's
legal gray areas, right?
yeah, that's exactly the part right there,
Because
man.
AI is already being sued and and it's already going through its battles, right? And they're only
Issues.
going to get bigger from what the way things are looking. Just if you peep in
Right.
game, it's gonna get kind of
It's already there.
yeah, it
it,
really is. Like the
it ain't
legal
even gotta
thing,
wait
like
to get there,
it's
man.
like,
It's
and it
there.
always happens though. I don't care what it is.
Right.
The legalities of whatever it is have to be figured out before you
Right.
can really get things cracking, right? I
Hmm.
remember back in the day when they Apple computer came out with the first that egg shaped looking thing they had, that
Hmm.
computer, the
Hmm.
iMac or whatever it was called, right?
Hmm.
And I just happened to be working in Elk Grove at the Apple place and we were building them. They
Hmm.
show us the whole presentation, yada yada yada. So we get there, get to work that night, and they're like, "Hey, you guys are gonna be the first ones putting these together." So I walked up to they's like, "Those are the engineers down there. Is like three, four of them, right?" So I said, "Hey, does it glow like it like the presentation?" And dude looked at me and said, "No, it does not." And we tried to tell him that, but he said we made it glow for the presentation, right?
Right.
And Jobs was like, "It glows." And he was like, "Legal's working on it right now because it does not glow. We can't get it to glow. We wasn't trying to get it to glow." He was like,
Exactly. But it
he
needs
said,
to
"We
grow.
did that just for the presentation,
Right.
for the aesthetics and shit." I was cracking up.
Right.
He was like, "Yeah, Legal's on that right now." He said he was
That's crazy.
not supposed to say that. Dude was like, he was
I
adamant
love it.
about it, right?
I love
So, so with anything, it's the legal who owns it.
it. Hmm.
Who
Yeah.
owns it?
But
Who owns
but
it?
that's and I was gonna bring this up because Denmark, they just did something fabulous, bro. Once again, we brought this up, I think, for a quick small talk on one of our other segments. But it's very pertinent in this segment, and especially what we're talking about, because Denmark's government, bro, they stood up against big tech industries.
Yeah.
And I don't know if people are geographically uh, sound and see the size of Denmark. Um, the Denmark I don't even. I guess you call them Denmarkians. I don't know, but like they're not very hostile-ish type individuals, my guy.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
they're real laid back, quiet people,
Right.
man.
So yeah,
I don't even
right.
think they got like a military or nothing like that, bro. I
Like
don't think they
that's what I'm
had
saying. Like their country is basically self-sufficient because I don't think there's any bases there. I don't think they have, like you said, a
yeah.
military. I'm not even sure of like like do they have like what it every country right has trade value of something, right? Like we all know what they take from us, and oil comes from the Middle East, and all that kind of stuff, right? What Denmark, like, are they just like, yeah, just let them be? But anyhow, and once
Yeah.
again, I'm not dogging nobody. I'm just saying that to
Nah,
say that they stood up though. Like
yeah,
this little country was like, oh no, 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 no. You guys, this AI tech that you guys are trying to bring in and do all of this, they said that anybody that was in Denmark, that their music, you cannot get their likeness, use their likeness. You can't use anything of their intellectual property, anything that they've created and they are, you have to get their permission. It's just like sampling, it's just like anything else. You have to get their permission or they can sue you, they can do this or whatever the case may be. And this came down by the government and so forth, and the people stood up and said, this is how it's going to be. Since we can't stop you from doing it,
yeah.
like bringing it in, what we're going to do is protect those that are here. And I
Yeah,
thought that was fabulous, my dude, because I
yeah,
think
it
that's
is, man.
a
That's what
fix.
that's what all countries should be doing,
It's
protecting
a
their
simple
citizens'
fix.
rights to privacy, right?
It's a
But
simple
not over
fix.
here.
Nope.
We want the right to know
Right.
what you're doing all the time. We
Well,
know.
let me make that clear. That's not that they get the right to privacy, like, and
No, no,
we don't.
no.
It's more or less like they can't. You just like everything that we do right here, even on this channel. Like somebody else could take it and reconstitute it and get millions and more views than what we're getting.
Yeah, yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Like that should be somewhere where it comes back. Like just like if somebody else decided to take 50, I thought it was somebody else doing 50 shit. And like I said, he got 35 million plus people on his platform on just one damn platform. So whatever he did, he can market it that way. But if that
yeah,
wasn't 50 and that was somebody else doing it and they had the same type of numbers, that's not fair because you
yeah.
get some people that reconstitute information and content
Oh yeah,
and they get more money off of than the original people that the content was created on or that created
yep,
the content, I should say.
yeah,
And that's a form of sampling. That's a form of what we're saying, like that intellectual property should be protected. And in that sense, I think Denmark stood up. Now, I don't know all the details, but I think that's a good start.
heck
I
yeah,
mean, we can, like I like to say, we could trim the fat and cut the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like all once we have that, but
yeah,
just
yeah.
to allow this thing, like what they're all like, what Suno is in. Oops, did I say their name? Um, like all of the legalities that
Oh,
I love this channel, man. Things of that nature, bro.
oh,
It's
you
not.
know it.
But these all of these companies, it's no secret, man. These companies, all these other channels that don't say their names because they're bound by getting money from YouTube and all these other places, man. We're not bound there yet. So it's whatever.
Yeah,
But they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. So it is something that that we can have like I know there's attorneys and there's other artists and other people that's out there that's discussing all of this to try
yeah,
to see what it is to get done. Class action lawsuits are being placed against some of these companies. You had the ones that were just came out of the ones for the authors. They just had $1 billion settlement that they had to, what I'm saying, pay out. So it's
yeah,
no secret to none of this. But what it is a man who's saying that, hey, I'm not gonna fight it, but it's him doing his own music, just like what I'm doing.
yeah.
It's me doing my
Exactly,
own music. It's not taking nobody else's shit, what a lot of these people are doing, taking somebody
exactly.
else's likeness and creating songs from that. And those people aren't seeing no revenue or no nothing from it.
Yeah.
They're
It's
starting to
it's
blow up.
ridiculous because they using people's likeness and ads and everything,
Right.
bro. I
Everything.
seen I seen
Yeah.
one today and I knew it was AI. I'm looking
Right.
at this Patrick Jabroni from Rick Mahomes. I still don't like him. because he don't play for my team. But anyways,
Right.
it was like a sex pill or a sex ad, like an ad for like, oh, I was getting complaints because of my junk was so big. I was like, this is not Patrick Mahomes, bro. Why are y'all doing this to him? I was like,
Did it have the
bro,
Kermit the Frog voice too?
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, but I kept looking, I'm staring at him like this is
Mhm.
AI, bro. I said
Mhm.
he wouldn't even I was like, who would do a commercial like that and even say that stuff? Like the stuff he was saying, I was like, no, this is not. I said, this is ridiculous. I was like, how can they get away with that? And
Right.
you know what I mean? And
Right.
they
Right.
are,
Mhm.
and they
It,
are.
it's
Like I'm
running
sure.
rampant.
I
It's running
mean,
rampant, man.
you think he knows? I doubt it. Like he doesn't know. It's just an ad on social media, right? Like he has no clue what's going on.
Right. Definitely, man. It's something that's really we can't avoid it. It's a discussion you have to have, and if you're not having the discussion, you're falling behind, way behind.
Yeah,
Because this is moving at the speed of AI.
people forget. Like AI's been around. It's just
Right.
evolved.
Right. It's just now it's
Yeah.
in 6 years.
Calculator. We start with a calculator. Shit.
GPS.
GPS. It's been around, bro. It's not nothing new. It's just advanced,
Siri.
right? Siri,
Um,
yeah, all of that.
was all of them. Roku, anything that sends you information that's based on what you like and what you've been watching. You know, any of that. You know, in the music, like I said, any plugin. So, like you said, it's not new. It's just more in our face.
Yep.
And then now it's more user friendly because I remember when AI first started, my dude, you had to go into this, like you couldn't just pull it up on your normal browser and do it. You had to do this
Yeah.
other stuff and have this attached to it to run it. And it was crazy, bro. And I thought at that point, I was like, dude, this is way too much to run AI. But they figured it out. They said, oh, yeah, we could simplify it. It doesn't have to be just for techies. And then now it's gone from what they thought it was going to be into a lot more. Um, it's true, that it's a lot of legal gray areas that are being brought up and that we're looking at. But if you're a songwriter, um, format doesn't matter. I'm gonna say that, right? If you're a songwriter, dude, format really doesn't matter. The pen still cuts deeper than the plug-in. And that's on that aspect. There is another aspect to AI where it's the producer aspect. You can go online and check out 1,000 producers talking about the AI aspect from that point of view. But I'm specifically talking about it from the writer's point of view, the artist. It is a great tool, but at the same time, you got to know where the power lies. The power is in you and the pen. It's only
Yeah.
going to do what you ask it and what you train it to kind of like move forward to do. At least at
Yeah.
this point.
At this point, yeah.
we,
Yeah.
we know it's always trying
We
to.
already know they in the developmental stages of doing all kind of shit. They trying to get this shit to read your mind and just do it for you, like while you thinking
Right.
it. So,
That's
you
exactly
know,
what they want. They want to go ahead
we
and have
talked
it.
about that on another at another later. In the past, it was mentioned, but yeah, they working on all kind of stuff, man.
And it's
All
ongoing.
kind of stuff.
So
Yeah, it's not gonna stop.
we're gonna continue to
Not
tap
gonna-
in and talk about it.
Yeah,
I'll say
yeah,
this though. AI ain't replacing great artists. It's exposing the lazy ones.
that's a definite. You can
Um,
tell there's music comes from the soul, bro.
right.
It comes from the soul, regardless of what. Like it, you can't
Speak
you
on it.
can't you can't
Uh,
duplicate like the real feeling. That feeling you can tell when something's kind of being read
mhm.
sometimes, and when it's like,
Right.
okay, this is I feel they pain. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like
Hmm.
sometimes I watch that what's that little thing? It's on YouTube. The debut. I think it's called the debut. And I
Okay.
don't know who the dude is that hosted. Always got a little ski mask on
Okay.
from the south.
Oh, you're talking about Drewski?
No, not
Oh,
him. It's another dude.
all right.
He a rapper, and he got and he got people coming up, man. And like you listen to some of those artists, and you be like, this motherfucker, this is some pain. Like this, they real. You know what I mean? You could tell,
Right.
like
You be sending me
they
some of that
rapping to pay the rent, like they say,
right,
right? I'm rapping to pay the rent, like, and
right.
they,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, and they really get down. And then you got somewhere it's like, that ain't,
Well, I think a lot of people think it's easy, bro. I had this
it's not.
conversation really, because you hear all well, we gotta stop believing we hear, hey, I've been only doing this for 6 months and now they got a platinum song. Hey, I've only been doing this for the past 2 years and took it seriously and got
Bullshit.
2 million streams. We gotta listen to how many people that doesn't happen to. How
Yeah,
many people do you know have that story of a La Russell or a Russ or you know what I'm saying? Those are just one-offs, man. They figured it out. The Soldier Boys, they figured something out that worked for them.
yeah,
But if you try to replicate it or duplicate it, or if I try to do it, it's not going to work. But then you hear so many people talk about this all the time about like, hey, I could tell you what you're missing. You're not doing this, and because da 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 da, and it's like that just may not work.
yeah.
So
Who are
that's
these
why
people
I think
even giving this advice?
right. That part. But even
You know what you should do? Yeah, motherfucker, not listen to your ass. That's what I should do.
right, you just keep being on my grind, and
Yep.
that's anything, anybody.
Yeah,
There's no quick way. There's no damn cliff notes, man. There's no way to get from being a step except grinding. And then there's those few that fall, and it just happened. Everything aligned, man. The moon, the
yeah,
stars, planets, born on the
yeah,
right day, knew the right people, all of it,
yeah.
right? So,
That happens, but
hmm it's few in
more
between.
often than not, excuse me,
Right, right.
it's a grind. It's a
Mhm.
long time. Like when you listen to like DMX was like damn near rapping 20 years before he got his shot. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been doing this. Like you know,
Right. And
it
also, my bad. Go ahead.
no, go ahead.
I was just gonna add that success is also in the eye of the beholder. I can't look at your view, what you deemed and what was shown to us as your success. That's gonna
Yeah,
equate my success. Like
yeah.
we
You
gotta
got
stop doing that, people. And the
stop
one big
comparing yourself to the
yeah,
next person, man. Stop
right.
trying to compete with the person next to you or over across from you or behind you because it's not. You only in competition with yourself.
With yourself.
And you gotta and your success might not be the other person's success. Your success might be just, hey, I got enough
Hmm.
to get by. I don't need no more. My family healthy. I'm healthy. Woo wop. That's I'm successful.
Right.
I'm
That's
successful,
true.
right? We got a piece of land we live on and we good, right? Some
Hmm.
people, I need 100 cars,
Yeah.
so I can't never drive them. You know, I need 1,700 little chicken heads on the side,
Hmm.
or whatever. You know, I need to do this, and this is status. Oh, me being able to flex a wad of money on
Right.
the internet, like you know what I mean,
But
all that type of stuff. So
yeah,
everybody has their
that's important to them.
yeah. So some people it's not. Warriors don't like war.
Right.
They go to war for peace.
Hmm.
So if you don't want to
Right.
go to war, don't fuck with their peace.
Right. Right.
Message.
That's real talk.
Yeah, like
That's
real
real talk.
talk. So like like you never concern yourself with the next man's wallet, right? Keeping up with the Joneses. I don't know what the Joneses is doing to keep up with whoever they trying to keep up with, right? So I'm not gonna worry about that. I gotta move and groove at my pace for my needs
Mm-hmm.
and what's gonna complete me and mine. Other than that, I mean, I can't be competing. Hey man, so and so got the new whoopty whoop. Shit, good for you.
Right. Right.
You know, what I mean? Like, hey, I, that's not in my whatever. You know, I can't be like, oh, I gotta go get it. Why he got it? Cool.
Right.
I'm cool. It's not.
And what you
What
might
did he do
have,
to get it? Oh,
but what you might have might be more value, like your health. What you
yeah,
might have
yeah,
is a family, and they're lonely. So there's things that
yeah,
I'm trying to say
yeah,
is that we got to stop looking at what they put in our face. That's what
yeah,
we got to stop doing, right? And if I don't care like about what a person I don't know and what they have, I just enjoy their putting up 40 points. I enjoy their music, their whether they're platinum or not. Like, see that those things don't drive me to go
Yeah.
gravitate towards somebody. That's
Yeah.
what I'm trying
Exactly.
to say. If we take everything for what it is, when you see that dude on a corner playing 5, 6 different um instruments that were made out of real stuff, you know what I'm saying? It ain't an instrument, and on the corner, you walk right by that person. But
I
look at
don't
what they're
think
doing. You
they
know what I'm
dope.
saying?
I mean,
Right.
like,
No, I
I
know that.
think
I'm just
that's what
saying
you know what I mean. Well, I see. I mean, yeah, but
we see it differently. We're like,
yeah,
man, do you see and understand? And that, but other people just see it as, oh, that's a homeless person, or that's a person that's less fortunate trying to get a handout, or because they got a cup or something. And that ain't a handout. They're actually trying
no,
to do something to say, hey,
they
that's
are
how we
performing. They
that's
are
how we
earn. They trying to
value
earn.
music.
They trying to
Right,
earn whatever. They trying to earn
right.
their
They're not
wage, right? Earn their
asking.
living.
Right. They're playing music for you.
Yeah.
You'll tip a person that you didn't even see. You'll tip the waitress, not the cook. Even though that's split, I get that. Before we get a whole bunch of damn, you don't know that. I'm just saying though. But you're when you're tipping, generally you're not thinking about the cook.
No,
You're thinking about the service because you're complete. The food could be great, bomb. It could
the
be
service is
left
trash.
those kings, right? But if you had somebody that brought it to my table with some shitty service, guess what's gonna happen? They're gonna be like, man, that bitch don't deserve no tip. They don't give a fuck about Left Coast Kings and what he did and how great that food was and all the sauce that was prepared, right?
Yeah,
So we gotta stop
yeah,
looking at that. That's what I mean. It's like they're doing things and turning us into what they want us to do. And that's we are looked at as a consumer.
yeah,
Music is not consumption. You know what I'm saying? It's not something that you consume, but you know, just something to think about, man. And we'll go ahead and slide into the next segment here, man.
oh yeah,
But it's just one of those things, man. AI is here to stay. So
yeah.
if you
Get
think
used
it's
to it.
easy, it's not. It's not. You got a lot to learn. And to make it sound good takes even more, right? So it's not just gonna be like you can plug in something. You might get something that sounds good to you, but
Yeah.
taking it to somebody else, they're gonna listen to it, meaning that's in the music industry, and it's easily dissected. So
Mhm.
on to the next segment here.
Yeah,
A
yeah,
little something different, bro. A little something different. I figured, you know what I mean? We've been talking all this stuff, but we should start highlighting a week of releases, at least things that came out on the radar to let the people know, like, hey, man, if you didn't know, or if you did know, what I'm saying, comment in and let us know what is your favorite or what you listening to. We still got to get back to that. We kind of like slid a bit a
yeah.
little
We fell
off
off
that,
with that.
what's in your playlist game because we juggle so much. I mean, I got big hands, but damn.
Feel you.
So it's time for us to highlight some new music, man, that dropped this week. And
Yeah, yeah.
it's stacked, bro. It's a stacked week, bro. We had Alchemist and Hit Boy. You know what I'm
Oh
saying? They
man,
dropped a
I didn't even
collabo.
know about that one.
Right. And some were saying that's like a Kobe and Jordan going one-on-one type of thing. Because you got man, when you take both of those producers, man, they heavy hitters. They don't
Yeah,
work with
big time.
Raz
Everybody.
Kaz's and you know what I'm saying, and every
Yeah,
Oz's and
yeah. They
you
list
name
go on and on, both of them.
it.
Like,
Right,
and they
right.
stay busy. They ain't always grinding too.
Always, man. So
Like,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. They've been doing it, but they doing the whole rapper producer
Mhm.
lane. They got it locked down, man.
Right.
Um, and you got Mac Miller re-released uh 10 years since Good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good
Good A.
AM.
Yep.
And rest in peace to that dude, man. 26 years young. A little bit,
That's a whole
but it's
nother thing.
still timeless. Music is timeless. So,
And we
classics gonna be classics, right?
and we talk
Right.
about that a lot with these young dudes that were promising. See? And that's to drugs right there, man.
Yeah,
That's
man. Yeah.
my
Spoke
son,
to
we were
something
just
the other
talking
day.
about,
Just say no.
yeah, but my son and I, we were just talking about like other individuals. I was talking this with Hawk, about other individuals. And it's just like, damn, bro, these people that are promising to have the ears, you know what I'm saying? The listeners that they can do
Yeah.
something with. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I think is the ultimate goal of most artists. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh, we have the UK that's always pushing boundaries internationally, right? With Dave, the
uh,
boy who played the harp in the multi-platinum hit maker,
B,
BNX,
yeah, BNY.
BNX, BNYX. My
Mm-hmm.
bad, I couldn't get it out.
I do it all
Loading
the time, bro.
EP. Yeah,
I say that
I was
dude's
like,
name.
to the shit, the
Sorry about
Bronx. I
that,
was looking at the
BNY.
New York Bronx. Start making up names and shit, right?
Is that the Bonks?
Yeah,
You're right,
but
man.
yeah, so
You're
they
right.
got a little EP. So
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Dope,
yeah,
dope. Yeah, man. On the single front, you know what I'm saying? We got some shit that was dropping. We got Megan the Stallion, man. She's got done start getting booed up with her Lover Girl single. She's in that era. So word to Clay Thompson, man. Watch out, man. I know that y'all done spending a lot more time together, man. Stay focused, man. We got the season going on right now, but she dropping Lover Girl, so that ain't the normal
okay,
Meg Thee Stallion that we used to, my guy. Right? We got T Grizz,
exactly.
Rod Wave. They joined forces on Voicemail, and G
Okay,
Herbo extends his 2025 hot streak by linking up with Lil Baby on All on Me and Moneybag Yo for Feet on Land. So, man, there's some, you know what I'm saying? It's out there. Just trying to
it's out there
let
for
y'all
sure.
know, man. Go peep it out.
Yeah, but we're not gonna sleep on R&B, the
Hmm.
crooners. Leon Thomas,
Yep.
we got folks, EP, we got Daniel Caesar, son of Espergy.
Spurgy. Yeah.
Spurgy. Oh God.
Spurgy or Spurgy. Something like
Yeah, they dropped some projects. Music feels alive, right? 2025, man. We're getting a lot of like soulful stuff, man. And plus, it's proven hip hop ain't dead. It's getting better. It's maturing. You
I
know,
think so.
we
Hmm.
got. I've been one of my favorite joints right now is that "Act My Age" off
Okay.
that Man Up album. Ice
And
Cube and
Ice Cube.
Scarface, Mister Scarface, and two of my favorites right there, bro. Like
Right.
just
Right.
to hear them get down.
Right.
Yeah, that was
Hey, it
some of
sounds like you might have been agreeing then with the 2025 era with everything you just said right there, being
yeah,
a
because I
coding.
mean, Cube dropped two of them.
Oh, yeah.
Face. I mean, the mechanics is always, all the stuff that I've been
Hmm.
here for, Keek the Sneak and everybody from the Bay Area, man, Richie Rich, all the cats, man. I mean, all the Bay Area dudes been dropping a lot of tracks, man. Like been hearing a lot of music, so you know.
Yeah.
And then you got, of course, everybody else that's doing what they're doing. Hearing a lot of stuff from Redman, Meth, like
Yeah.
just,
Yeah.
Wu Tang, they, you know what I'm saying? They out there, man. They,
You're right, man.
they,
You're
they,
right about that.
they getting at it, man. X rated. He had a big year. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? He been Tech. We can't forget about Nina, right? Like a lot of albums, man. A
Right.
lot of a lot of 20. He
Yep.
could, hey, Joey Badass, Mr. Pipsqueak, you could be right about that 2025,
You
man.
might. You might be on to
Might be
something, man.
right. Yeah, we
But
still
I
on
say this, there's
TV.
also I'm gonna give a sneak peek about this because you brought up Redman. I don't know if you heard, man, but Redman was on a interview most recently, and he was on a song on this project that's coming out, and he said that it's man, this project's phenomenal, and the project is Black Thought's album. I guess he's got another
Ooh.
mixtape. Yeah, he's got a part four. But Black Thought even said it. He was like, "Man, this one I'm putting together is very special." He said it ain't gonna be long, but it's gonna be definitely stacked with a lot of features. And he's like,
Okay.
"Not anybody could just get on with me though." He's like,
Yeah.
"So you got to bring
Got a
that A game."
criteria.
You
He's
know,
stepping
Black
up.
Thought.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah. Whoever he getting down with,
right.
they gotta be barred up, right? Because
So I can't wait. Once we get the information on that, man, I'll definitely be on here. And that's another reason why, man. I was like, man, I start seeing more things. I was like, you know what, bro, we need to start bringing it up since we doing these every Sunday. We could,
yeah,
Fridays
yeah.
when a lot of stuff drops now, so it ain't the Tuesdays and Thursdays that we grew up.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and yeah, y'all gotta if y'all ain't heard it, check out Kwame, the boy
Mhm.
genius, his latest album.
Yeah,
Uh dang, I forgot the
that
name of it.
Kwame is man.
If you don't know who Kwame is, you need to
Yeah,
go back.
my name is
Only you.
Kwame. My name is Kwame.
Yeah, yeah. Who else? Oh, what you call it? Drop something too.
De La Soul drop. They did that last
Oh
album
yeah.
at
Okay.
whatchamacallit with they not it wasn't just this past Friday, but they have like I said, we weren't doing this, so this is just something that
Yeah.
we're doing now. But that is something to bring up that yeah, they De La Soul they dropped because you know one of them, I don't know which plug it was, and you know what I'm saying, but one of them had passed away and this was the
Yeah.
last
Yeah.
recording and they dedicated and kind of like made
Oh,
this
okay. Okay.
to put together
Okay.
in
That's what's
honor of.
up.
So like that's dope.
Burner got one too. We just dropped a single. I forgot who's all on it.
Okay.
Called $1 Million Trip.
All right. All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. I listened to the other day. Wasn't too decent. You know, Burner gonna always give you that smoker vibe. So it's always some chill shit. You know what I mean? That's why
Yeah.
I fuck with him because everything is just, you know,
Yeah. Yeah. I
some
know.
yeah. Frank Nitty. I've been rocking that Frank Nitty.
Right, Nitty, yeah, you hit me.
Yeah.
Um, what you call it did too. Man, what's my man? He be up there. He dropped 1,000,001 albums. Uh, it's on the tip of my tongue, bro. It'll come to me. My bad. My bad. We're not gonna burn time right now. Me trying to think
Yeah.
about it. But let me know what y'all think, man. What y'all talk what do y'all feel? You know what I'm saying? Like hit us up at things of that nature. And let us know, bro. What's your new release? What you listening to? So that way we can
Yeah.
feature it. Your
What's in
picks and
your
our new
playlist, man?
playlist, man. Exactly. The next episode. The next episode. On that note, D, let's go ahead and take a quick break, man. Take an
Yes,
intermission.
sir.
We'll be right back with more of that section live right here on Things of That Nature.
You'll be fine, man. My mom's been coming here for like 30 years. They got you. Yeah, they're the coolest people in the world. Down to earth as shit. Fucking, they'll work with you. They got you. No problem.
Really hope works out.
They will. I'm telling you, they're the best.
I trust you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
They're the
bro?
best there is. I
I
already
know
got you.
you
wrong.
guys, bro.
I'm God. I got you.
don't
I
know,
got you.
man.
They straight.
Yo!
Down the middle, seal it up, homie, let it blow. Big joke when we smoke, dirty, let them know. Team smash shop still up, fuck with a bow. Just the days that I hope we smash.
What's that? What's the word, big bird?
I just came to like bring my car in, homie, and you know what I'm saying? It's like nobody ever hit me back. So I'm like, you know, what's cracking? Can y'all fix it?
I'll take care of y'all tomorrow. Man, we're in the middle of doing a video right now. I just don't
Oh,
have
what kind of
conversation,
video,
man.
man?
I'll take care of you tomorrow, huh?
What kind of video?
My music video.
All right, what's shit?
Big cloud of smoke, what it smell like? When I was 7, I knew how to work a scale, right? Johnny Law hugging on my tailpipe, precious as S-cargo, that's a snail's life. These rappers can't see me get your braille right. My rap's got a rap sheet, no jail time. My pigment is indigenous, pale white. Next is success, cause I've already failed twice. My mother taught me how to read, something like a pianist, the way I powder keys. I used to cross state lines with a pound of weed. Ringleader now, I giggle when they clown me. No clout, hoes out down in South Beach. I reached out to your spouse doing outreach. Closed mouths get ousted without me. It's always been about you, but now it's about me.
Since the days of the hoopty smashing, jumped out with a bad piece, asked them, kept 10 toes down, no bragging, all in the rear view, tailpipe dragging. Since the days of the hoopty smashing, jumped out with a bad piece, asked them, kept 10 toes down, no bragging, all in the rear view, tailpipe dragging.
Another day where I'm blessed though. Better decisions in my life been critical, and I'ma take it slow. Tailpipes hanging low, swerving through the speed bumps like an old school pro. I'm talking Cadillac, big bodies and Impalas. What you call respect, pit bulls and rock ballers. Straight throwback, shoulder game and I'll holler. But for new cats, let it whistle and holler. No disrespect, call it steady facts. Veteran stripes, pay dues and all that. Copycats nod with my back. Only thoroughbreds come up out the camp, certified in all stamps. Now what they hitting for, let them go. Split it down the middle, seal it up, homie, let it blow. Big joke when we smoke, Yoki, let them know. Team smash shop still up, fuck with a bow.
Since the days of the hoopty smashing, jumped out with a bad piece, asked them, kept 10 toes down, no bragging. of the hoop be smashing. Jumped out with a bad piece, asked them. Kept 10 toes down, no bragging. All in the rear view, tailpipe dragging.
Yeah. What's good with it, y'all? What's good with it, y'all? Back again. See, look,
No,
yeah, this thing be all messed up, huh?
it is what it is.
You know how we do, man. We still truck on through.
You
It'll
know
fall in our lap one way or the other. That's how we get dizzy. Anyhow,
it?
man, I think it's time to go ahead and start doing a recap, bro, and let's walk down that lane, bro. It's facts and all of that, bro. Let's go ahead and sum it up, man. We done talked about some Bad Bunny making power moves. We got the Joey
Yeah,
Badass choosing peace over pressure, right?
yeah.
And
He
50
might
Cent
want to.
rewriting. Yeah, he got to. I think it
Give
was a
it to
wise
him.
move. 50 Cent rewriting his legacy using AI. And that's something that we all been kind of like talking about. So I think he's gonna spearhead that little movement. Even though Timbo did what he did, but I think 50 is on a whole different like way he's looking at it, right? The
Yeah,
theme tonight is ownership between all of that. So know your worth, protect your peace, and evolve with the times, man. That's how
yeah.
you stay
Facts,
relevant.
facts, man. It's about being in control of your art, your narrative, your legacy. You got to control that. You can't let nobody else do that, man. The culture's shifting, right? And
Mhm.
we're here for it. So subscribe to things of that nature. Make
Yeah,
sure that you follow us. Click the bell, the icons, all the stuff, man.
do
You
it.
out here dropping gems. You feel me? You gotta
Yep.
go stream. Come on, y'all. Get out there and let's run these numbers up.
Yep.
Doc Madness on my own. Come on your favorite, DSP. And when
Hmm.
you do, man, go unlock that preview of the audio book. Telling you, man, y'all missing out. Y'all missing out. It's called by design. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's a full mad lab. Hey, AI is going mad.
That's it, man. You know
AI
it,
is
man. Go
going
check
mad.
it out, man. Appreciate it. We got a lot more dropping with you. But right now, y'all, we about to close with a little speed fire round session. Quick takes, no overthinking. D, I got to hit you with it, right? All
Yeah,
right,
yeah, yeah.
man. All right. So if you could tour with one artist today, who is it?
One artist today, they alive.
Nah,
Alive.
it doesn't matter. Just
Doesn't matter.
yeah.
Michael
Doo-doo.
Jackson, bro.
There you go,
The king
bro.
of
That'd
pop.
be a
Yeah.
tour.
That would be, bro.
That'd be a sick ass tour, bro.
Yeah, that would. That would. That
That's
would.
cool. Because you're
Yeah.
gonna see all kind of shit, man. I hear some of those stories, bro. You're gonna see all kind of
Exactly. I
stories,
just
bro.
want to be there for the experience. Like, yeah, I just want
That
to see
part.
it go down. Like, yeah.
All right. That's what's up. All right. Is AI a blessing or a curse?
Depends on how you looking at it. It
Okay.
depends on the person behind the tool.
Mm,
I don't know. I don't know.
mm.
I can't
Okay.
call it.
All right. Which classic album deserves an AI remake
A classic album.
that you would like to hear as an AI remake?
I don't know.
That's a tough one.
That's tough, bro.
That's a toughie
Yeah,
right
I
there.
don't know. I don't
Okay.
know.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
Most impactful rap moment for you in your life.
In my life,
Yeah, in your life.
most impactful.
Because we don't seen a lot. I mean, like we were there, you know what I mean, for the birth of it. So we done seen a lot of impactful moments. What do you think was one of the biggest impactful moments for hip hop for you? I mean, it doesn't have to be for the world, but for you.
Uh, maybe getting put on to Northern California music.
I hear that.
Like, like
Yep.
I'll never forget when he called me. Was like, "Hey, these niggas out here be getting in, bro." He's like, "These Bay niggas is different. They got some slaps." And the first two he told me to pick up
Mhm.
was E40's Mailman
40 mil, man. Yep.
and Brother Lynch Hung's 24 Deep.
OD.
And those are two of my favorite artists from the area, right?
But
From
that was a big impact when you
Too Short don't count because Too Short is the godfather of California hip hop. him and Ice-T. They kind of like you already knew about them. Like, you know what I mean? I'm
Right,
talking
right,
about independent, cats that was out there getting it. Lynch and 40 Water. Yeah,
right.
definitely. So I
All
would
right,
say getting turned on the Bay
nice.
Area music, maybe.
Okay.
Just that, because it wasn't like what we was used to growing up. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
Like what we
It was,
was listening to, it was totally different. It was a
yeah.
whole nother, you know what I mean?
I went up there and went crazy, bro. I was buying everything, my dude.
Exactly.
And once, you know what I'm
Exactly.
saying, going over to Chauncey's and you know what I'm saying,
Yep.
and
The
everything
funky
else
chicken. Shout
that
out
had
to the funky chicken.
that had all of the extra stuff, you know what I'm saying, the local stuff. So it was kind of like, yeah,
Yep.
bro. Definitely.
If you in
And
Vacaville, the outlets, funky
that's
chicken is now
right.
at the outlets.
Oh, okay.
Uh
That's right.
in
Shout out.
Vacaville, California. Yes, sir.
Shout
Shout out to
out.
my fam. Yes, sir.
And I ran into I got a lot of experience being up there, different producers,
Yeah.
in and out with different people. I was able to
Yeah.
be in the studio with AWOL. So, you know what I'm saying? It's just, man, there's a lot of good things happen up there, man. So anyway, this is about you.
Yep.
This
Yep.
is just you round, last one, man. In one word, no, my bad. Who's better business minded, 50 Cent or Jay-Z?
Mm. uh, damn. Well, part of me gonna say 50, I think. I think 50 makes just the moves he make
Yeah.
are a little, Jay's don't get me wrong, Jay do his thing, but
Yeah,
it's a lot of
that's
behind
what
the
I'm saying.
scenes.
Business, he's doing a
The
lot of
businesses,
business,
yeah,
but
he's got
yeah.
it going.
And this is
But
excluding character. You know what I mean? Of course, this is just who
yeah.
makes like
No, I
business
think
mind,
like I'm gonna still say 50.
right? Right?
It's just
I,
something
I,
about like
I
even
think
when you listen to other people talk about him, right? It's just, bro, he got something, he got his foot on the pulse or something. Like he got like he I don't
right.
know, he got some insider trading going on or something. He be knowing too much shit. He knows when to jump on it. He knows
Right.
like how much throttle to put forward or not. You know what I mean? And he
Exactly. Yeah.
seems it's his timing seems to always be right.
Yeah,
Like
it's
the
impeccable.
vitamin
Definitely.
water, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Just like
Right.
everything, Power, the Book of Whoever, and all this other movies, and like, bro,
And it just seems to me that nothing legally ever phases his notoriety. Like
yeah,
everybody else takes a ding when it comes to like legalities, but he's
mhm,
constantly in legal issues. And
yeah,
it's with spot smiling face, and it's like there's nothing whether he handles it and it just goes by. You got that much power to keep it subdued without, I don't know, but I'm just saying that's what it looks like to me. So if I had to pick the same thing, just answering it, I know it's not for me, but I go with 50 as well. um it's just something about the way he moves. The It's like you said, the way people talk about him, and I think he's genuine. I think he earned his way.
yeah,
Whereas
yeah,
I don't we know there's a lot of questionable dealings with the way Jay-Z got to his and
yeah,
how he exercises his power. So that's another thing. So anyhow,
yeah. What's up,
anyhow,
Haas? Hassan joined us on
what's up,
IG.
Haas? What's up, Haas? Man, did catch us at the tail end, man. But you know what? That's how we do close the show, my guy. That's
It's
how
all
we
good,
close the
right?
show, man. You know what I'm saying? Facts. Remember the game. Don't stop. It just evolves. This
You
is the
don't,
session
you know.
live, man. Powered by things of that nature. If you ain't heard, you better listen, and you owe it to yourself to stay connected, man. With us
Yeah.
as everything that we do on the platform, we continue to grow. Last words or thoughts, man. Go ahead and close it out, my guy.
Hey, you already know. Go Broncos. Go Broncos. That's all I gotta say. Like, go
See how this
Broncos.
turns out, man. Next time I close out.
Oh yeah, go Lakers because they won, and let's go Dodgers. It's 1-1. I'm shout out to all my teams, and the LA Kings won tonight too. Shout out to all the squads getting down tonight.
They got down. They got down. The Clippers pulled one out. The Niners did
There we go.
lose.
That's what's up.
And I'm gonna say this, man. I had to hit you with this because I didn't believe it, man. 45, 8, and 9.
Let's go,
That's
Austin Reeves.
that's
Let's
that's a real
go,
Austin
sir.
Reeves right there, man.
Yes.
Huh?
We'll give him a round of because that was a shocker. I wasn't expecting nothing like that.
That's crazy, bro.
I mean, I was like, "Who? What?"
I don't even know how to take that one, man. So, with that being said, man, we're gonna leave you with a little bit of something, man, to think about.
Good hit, baby, slow it down. Let the smoke just wrap around. High on you, high on this fire. Feeling high. Roll with me, let's get lost tonight.
Things of that nature, things of that nature.